Good morning!
Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Edison!
Get your mama.
Good morning!
All right, you guys, we just spent our first night outside of Theodore Rosevelt National Park. It is an absolutely beautiful morning out. Nice and cool too. It's like 55 degrees, still a bit smoky though. We're putting our boots on, drinking our coffee, and we're gonna be heading into the park.
We're checking out the Theodore Rosevelt National Park, the South Unit.
So we're gonna be doing a bunch of different trails today, but the two major ones we're gonna be doing are the Petrified Forest Trail.
Yep, and the Painted Canyon Trail.
And the Painted Canyon Trail. And we're super excited for the Petrified Forest Trail because we've done Petrified National Park, which is all the way across the country, but kind of looking forward to seeing this one and seeing the differences.
Are you kicking?
All right, you guys, we are heading to the trailhead. Which trail are we doing first?
Petrified Forest.
Petrified Forest, and we don't even have to get back on the highway. It's just like up some dirt roads a few miles. Good to go. That's what I want to see, some big old stumps like that.
They say we will.
60 million years ago, this land looked similar to today's Florida Everglades. Abundant water and warmer climate promoted the growth of large trees. Giant petrified stumps and logs are remnants of this ancient wetland forest. Instead of decomposing, the bases of the trees turned to rock. 4 million years they lay covered in sediment beneath the Great Plains. Now exposed by erosion, these tree fossils are visible along the Petrified Forest Trail. All right, let's do it. How long is the trail? 5 miles, right?
Yeah, that's what All Trail says.
So there's a longer loop, but we're doing...
Wait, are we supposed to go down that?
I'm not sure. All right, now we're on the right path. So yeah, the trail is 5 miles. There's a 10-mile loop, but we're gonna do a little bit shorter one. The reason we love doing these Petrified Forest hikes is we just think it's the coolest thing that these trees lived so long ago and now they're turned to rock and are still here. The sign we were just reading, how do you do this? Oh my goodness. Whoa.
I want to come back here for my video.
Yeah, the sign we were just reading up there said 60 million years ago these trees started growing, and they've been covered up for 4 million years now, and they've turned to rock because of the sediment that was covered over them instead of rotting. Didn't take long to start going up. Nope. This trail has 500 feet of elevation gain on it, and it looks like this is about 100 of it right here. I think we see the first stump already. Thing looks huge from over here. I don't think that's a petrified stump. It might just be some kind of clay formation. Yeah, it's just clay. This looks cool though.
Wow.
This is where we start going down into the canyon. On almost every single review we've seen, they're saying watch out for rattlesnakes. Kind of hope we see one, but just not up close, or not before we see him. Holy cow, that's a big bison. Thing looks huge from over here. He's rubbing himself on the rocks. We're really starting to get into the petrified forest area now. I bet you this weighs like 1,000 pounds, this little stump right here. They look totally different than the petrified forest out west.
Yeah, that's a piece of petrified rock, right? Petrified wood.
It is just riddled with petrified wood stumps. Oh, that cone looks cool. That looks like the stump on the board at the beginning. Look at that. It's like a whole root system or something. Look how big this thing is. 60 million years. How do you even measure that? I don't even believe it. Unreal. This one's got moss growing on it. Whoa. Holy cow, that one is massive. Run down there, run down there. Go, go, go. That is by far the biggest. That is by far the biggest we've seen yet.
Can you see me?
No.
How about now?
Man, that looks cool. Let's see if we can reach all the way around it. Yeah.
Are your arms as stretched as they can go?
I'm as far as I can go.
I don't feel you.
This is by far the biggest tree stump, or this ain't even a stump, this is like a whole tree still. No, Mom, I will not steal you any petrified wood. All right, we have reached the viewpoint, which is where we're going to turn around at and start making our way back to the vehicle. But you can almost see the vehicle way over there. But yeah, we're heading back to the truck and back to the camp.
Check out all these beautiful fall colors. It's starting to change up here in North Dakota already.
Seems pretty early. I mean, I don't know what early is, but
It's September 7th. That's early for us.
September 7th. My birthday's in 20 days.
Woo!
Let's go! We just left the visitor center and we're starting the scenic loop through the park. It's a 36-mile trail that kind of just goes all through the park, showing all kinds of view sets. And Sarah sees prairie dogs and is freaking out.
Look at it. You see him running across?
Take a picture of it.
I can't. There's a lens cap on. I'm too excited.
You hear him, Eddie? You hear him chirping? He said, let me at him. The thing is so fat, it looks like an old man sitting there. But we're gonna go all the way to the end of the loop first. Or actually, I think there's some roads closed, so we can't do the loop. We have to go to a certain point and turn around. But we're gonna go as far as we can, and then on the way back, we're gonna stop and do a bunch of little hikes. Holy cow, you guys, we have found the bison mecca.
The boom of the buffaloes.
There's so many. And they're not in that fence, like they're not stuck in that fence, they just wandered in there on their own. All right, we have reached the end of the scenic loop drive where we have to turn around at, but there's a trail that's right at the end of it that we wanted to do before turning around. Sarah's on the phone with her parents, or FaceTiming her parents, showing her all the prairie dogs. But
I'll let y'all get back to dinner.
Look at this field we're walking through.
Love you too.
There's just
Bye.
prairie dogs everywhere. Look at that fat little dude. All right, you guys, we are on the last trail of the day. How long is it?
Half a mile.
Super short, half mile Wind Canyon. And after this, we have to fetch some water, and then we will be heading back to camp to cook up our fish for dinner. This park is truly blowing my mind, our minds. Like Sarah was saying, I feel like this is a really underrated park. I mean, this has just been such a beautiful place. Right now we're looking at the Little Missouri River. Also a bunch of bison down there. That was messy, wasn't it? Daggum. Alright you guys, we are back at camp just in time to cook dinner in front of an incredible sunset. Look how freaking beautiful. Alright, din tonight. Deepwater grouper given to us by a really good friend back in Panama City. This grouper was caught at 850 feet below sea level. And we are 2,700 feet above sea level. We're gonna chop that up, fry it. We got our crackers for our breadcrumbs or our crust. While the fish is frying up, Sarah's in there chopping up some veggies. All right, dinner's ready. Well, half of it anyway. Rookie mistake, we ran out of propane in the camper and didn't realize, well, we realized we were out. We just haven't been getting it because we forgot. But so the veggies are outside cooking still on the stove outside instead of inside. And we're gonna go ahead and eat our fish while it's still hot. What else, baby? What an incredible day, right?
It was an amazing day.
Wait, let's try
And you
this.
know,
Let's
my
try this
southern
fish.
self has to have some cheese grits with my fish.
It's been a long day. I think we hiked, how many miles did we hike overall?
Somewhere between 6 and 7.
6.5. Not a whole bunch, but a lot of running around, a lot of eventful things today.
We did the entire south unit of the Theodore Rosevelt National Park. And that's a 36-mile loop minus this small section that they have closed. And we did like 3 hikes off of that loop as well.
All short, but yeah, this is an incredible park. Highly suggest putting this on your must-see national parks. Definitely caught us by surprise. But that's it. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.